going live on Facebook and YouTube on this Tuesday morning with Farmer City Manager Taylor Baxter. Taylor, I know we were supposed to have you on the morning show today, but had to fall through on those plans. Just glad to get connected with you. How was your holiday, my friend? How you doing this morning?
Yeah, thanks for being flexible. Sorry I dropped the ball, so you get me virtual this time, but next time I'll make it, I
You're
promise.
fine. It's
Uh,
all good, man.
yeah, holidays were great.
Good.
Had good Christmas. New Year's was great. Yeah, really don't have much from it other than it was uneventful, which is a good thing.
That's it's always a good
So,
thing. Always a good thing.
yeah,
Are you
yeah. How about
getting
you?
it was good. It was good. I actually made it to midnight this year. That's the first in a few years for me. Are you old enough yet to where like making it to midnight is a struggle at times?
Yeah, I was in bed by 10. I did not make it to midnight. I'm like, you know what? Yeah,
It's
no,
another it's
I'm
another
going to
night.
bed.
Yeah, yeah. Vegged out during
Going
the
to bed.
day, watched all the football. Sure, sure.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, let's follow up the Monday night Farmer City Council meeting and let's get into it, Taylor. What'd y'all have on the agenda last night?
Yeah, not a huge meeting, but some really important things happened. Infrastructure wise, or capital improvement wise, we had an issue with one of our electrical generators this past year. It really caused some damage internally. We had a piece kind of break off within one of the generators and caused some significant damage. And these generators are massive. I mean, they are huge. And so out at our electrical plant, we had one final piece that we needed to get fixed, and this was a turbocharger that goes in generator number 5. So we got that approved. That was $98,250. And then another thing that we got approved last night was we have a well that we use with our water department, and we had some issues go on with that where we have a pump down the bottom, and the well's about roughly 140 feet deep. So you need a special piece of equipment, and there's only certain people that have that. And this company is out of Fenton, Missouri, so they came and helped us. And when they were pulling the pump out, some of our piping was all rusted out and actually collapsed back down into the well. So we had to go fish that out in addition to the pump. So what this does is it what we approved last night is getting all of that stuff repaired. So really more of just uh, unfortunate things that happen, but that's the nature of the beast
Yeah,
there.
do
So
you budget for things like that, that just kind of pop up?
we do, yeah. So we kind of break down our budget a couple different ways. We have our water mains, we have our water wells, we have our water plants. We kind of categorize, but we keep it pretty broad in case something like this does happen. Yeah, so we're in a pretty good spot. So even though this was a $27,000 bill, we're still in good shape. We're okay.
Sure.
We've done a good job this year. Credit to our department heads on that.
Do those cause interruptions to services or anything of that nature?
Um, Kind of depends on what we're talking about. With this one in particular, no. It's another source for us, so we just kind of move things around. But yeah, there are times where we have some, and this kind of happened in January of last year, one of my very first days. I got a phone call from from our water superintendent, and he's like, "Taylor, I don't know how to tell you this," and I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go." The
Always a
water
good start
plant.
to a conversation.
Yeah, and to my tenure in Farmer City, it was like day 2. The water plant's blowing up. I've never had this happen before. We have stuff spraying everywhere, and it's like, oh, awesome.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Very good. So taking care of just some things that pop up in Farmer City, it sounds like. Anything else out of the meeting last night worth highlighting?
Yeah, a couple other things. We amended some of our traffic codes, just with parking restrictions, things of that nature. And then the last one, and I'm a broken record again, but it was the I-74 project. So we entered into an agreement with Tabling Development, and part of that agreement is they are able to ask for reimbursement up to $60,000 per year for TIF related expenses. So they provided us some more documentation. They had some marketing that they had done. They had and this is just one of those strange things. I don't know if I've mentioned it on here, but as they were going through the processes with the state of Illinois for permitting, Um, the site that they have, their 10 acres, got flagged for an archaeological study. So they needed to what they call a disc the field. And that is one of those expenses where we didn't know we'd be looking at that, but that's just, again, the nature of building. And so we approved about a $9,000 bill for them last night for
There
reimbursements.
you go. Gotta love those
Yeah.
pop-up Illinois bills, right?
Yeah, it is one of those things. It's okay, it's important to do, make sure we're not building on certain ground and being careful what's underneath. So it's all good, but certainly delays in the
You
process.
ever watch
So
Parks and Recreation?
I certainly
Of
have,
course you,
yes.
of course you have, of course you have. Who am I talking to? Of course.
That's
It,
I was a Parks and Rec
it
guy.
takes it
Yeah.
takes me back to the like Indian burial ground that they always had to go around and whenever they were doing something there. So yeah, always.
Well, from what I've been told, I think that's what they're looking for here.
Oh,
So
oh,
that's because it's along, the Salt Creek, and that apparently that's there might be something there. We don't know. So that's what they got to find out, do some
I
testing. So
see.
we'll see.
I see. It's Parks and Rec come to Farmer City. It sounds like.
Yep, yep, for sure,
Funny, funny.
for sure.
Very good. Taylor Baxter,
Yeah.
City Administrator for the City of Farmer City, on the Zoom with us here this morning. All right, Taylor, anything else out of council from last night you want to highlight for us?
No, nothing really last night besides those were talked about. So
Yeah,
pretty easy
and
meeting.
I'll tell you what, let's do kind of a year in review in Farmer City. Kind of an eventful year. Your first, obviously, over there. What were some of the highlights of the year in Farmer City? In terms of whether it's development, in terms of news out of the city. What was some of the highlights for you last year?
Yeah, a lot of good things happened. Really excited. I feel very welcomed by the community, the staff, city council, and mayor. They certainly took a chance on me bringing me over, and I'm very appreciative of that. And hopefully, I've made them proud year one. So, a lot of good things that I'm thinking about right off the top is, certainly those developments and keeping things going that were already here. So, you think about the different projects that Sue had going in the staff, I-74, keeping that going. Um, Plumbing 150, that's a huge street project that we're working on, and that's certainly one of the highlights is getting that grant from the state of Illinois for about $750,000. That's a huge highlight for us this year. Um, I'm thinking about some improvements to, Washington Street, as I mentioned before. On here, we got the water main getting replaced, the sewer lining, the pool. That was a huge one this year too, is getting that up and going and keeping that going for the entire year, which we haven't been able to do in recent past. Yeah, really good things. We really just tried to keep things going that we've already done, but then also try to improve upon things and how do we make Farmer City better. And I think we've done some of those things too.
Yeah, yeah. Remind me, strategic planning, was that part of the year that was in 2026?
So we have a strategic plan, but we haven't updated that. A lot of the things that we've done as far as infrastructure improvements and kind of planning on which streets we're going to get redone, that's part of that.
Okay.
But we haven't gone through an updated strategic plan this past year
Okay,
yet,
sure.
but we still use it.
Gotcha, gotcha. Very good, very good. And a lot of things in 25 laying the groundwork for what's to come in 26. It sounds like.
Yeah, so for example, next door is 109 South Main Street. So I'm at City Hall. So when I say next door, right behind me, the city owns it was a previous doctor's office, and it's a building that's basically used for storage for us right now. So for those that get the Clinton Journal, you'll see this on, I think, Friday's edition. We put some information in there. We passed a resolution last meeting about the sale of surplus property. So if you're interested in investing in a Farmer City and you have an idea for that building, we'd certainly love to see that. We're taking requests for proposals now. We're going to kind of just take it proposal by proposal and see if there's a good fit, and we want to make sure it's used the right way. So
Sure.
we'll see. So yeah, that's one thing for sure.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Mhm.
On that note, let's transition into 2026, Taylor, and what's exciting coming up in the year ahead for the city of Farmer City.
Yeah, I'm excited this year. Last year I was hired right in January, so it was trying to get everything figured out. Okay, what are we doing? Where do we need to go? And it was literally drinking out of a fire hose. This year, I have a much better handle on where we're at and where we need to go. So we are going to be starting our budget talks here coming up with mayor and council and then department heads. So that's exciting. Really, I think is going to be a big focus for us next year is it's going to be branding and marketing. And that's evident from our marketing plan that we're working through. But then also just our downtown and how to improve that. So I've talked with the mayor a little bit, and we've thought about some how to do this. And I think we're going to go out to bid for a downtown streetscape design proposal. We're gonna need some help with this and how to really make it pop and make it good. There's companies that are centrally located that will be able to help us with that. So I'm always preaching control what we can control. And that's one of those things is, we can plan, we can budget, but we can't control what everybody else thinks of us if they want to invest in Farmer City or not, or they want to live here. But we can certainly make it the best place to be. And we do that by design, aesthetically pleasing, welcoming as far as building permits, because now we are in charge of the zoning. So we want to make it as easy as possible for them. So a lot of different things that we're going to try to do in 2026.
Rebranding then is probably going to be the big one then.
Yeah, and there's a lot to that. There's, branding as far as, our image, our, how we get the word out about Farmer City, because you have, different marketing tactics for residential versus business versus, tourism versus recreational. I mean, there's just so many different avenues of the spider web that you can hit on of why Farmer City is a great place to be.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be a daunting task, but we're excited for it.
Any projects in the year ahead, whether it's some street work, infrastructure things, anything coming up that's going to be of a high dollar number that's going to be or impactful in terms of just overall scaping of the work. How about that?
Sure. Sure. One that comes to mind right off the bat is going back to Washington Street. So we have started on the sewer lining, and when the water main project gets done, they're going to be digging up the road, and it's going to be an extensive project. So in 2026, what our goal is, and depending on timing of when it gets bid out and compared to when the project can actually happen, that Washington Street from I think it's no, it's from 54 to Water Street. That's going to get redone on Washington Street. So new sewer lining, water main, and street, long overdue in Farmer City, and we're excited to get that one done.
Gotcha. Very
But Plum and 150, even though we're already working on it now, that's going to get done as well next year. So it's going to be a lot of street projects next year for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. Very good, Taylor. So 2026, hopefully a banner year. How about business and economic development? Anything from the year past, whether new business or things coming up in 2026? How about that side of it?
Yeah, really excited for the grocery co-op to get going. That's kind of next door to us at City Hall too. I've been talking with Laura and Kurt from the DCDC, and really excited for what that's going to bring to Farmer City. It's going to be one of our anchor stores downtown, and we have. Speaking of anchor, that was what a segue this is. Anchor State Bank. They're coming to town. You liked that one, didn't you?
It fell and you could not have fallen forward more on that one. That that was unreal. Well done.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Anchor State Bank is coming. So we're excited. It's going to be a smaller office, a lot of loan processing, where they're not going to have the full out tellers and all of that. But we're excited for them to take a chance on Farmer City and expand their services and call Farmer City home. Even if it's on a smaller scale, we're hopeful it'll go well for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
So
And a lot of people wonder, Taylor, when a bank comes to town, it's like, okay, how is this actually beneficial to the community? How about that side of a bank coming to a town like Farmer City and how it is beneficial?
sure. And they're taking a risk. So, banks are all about risk and, if they see a need, because I think when I was talking with their president, he was talking about they have over 30, and don't quote me on this, I just remember from our conversation, 20 to 30 customers in Farmer City.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of calculated decisions that, hey, this is a wise decision. We are growing. Farmer City has a great spot downtown. Um, they're making a calculated decision, and we're excited for them to do that and choose Farmer City. There's obviously something attractive to them, otherwise they wouldn't come here. So we're excited for it.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor, did I miss anything 2025, 2026 you want to put out there for us today?
I don't think so. I'm really excited for this upcoming year. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of positive things happening, a lot of projects continuing to move forward, new ones that are going to be happening, a lot of collaboration between the public and City Hall up here. And we have really good leadership with our mayor and council and our staff. I'm really excited where we're going to be from a year from now.
Well, can't wait to hear about it as we go along.
Yeah.
Taylor, it's always good to talk to you, my friend. Thanks for making time for us.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
give me a second to end the stream here, and we'll catch up in just a minute and talk about our next visit. But again, that's Taylor Baxter, City Administrator for the City of Farmer City, on YouTube and Facebook with us this morning.